Guys, Features Gaming here with another video on the trucking career inside TruckersMP, episode 49. 49. Only one episode away from episode 50, and I started this series, possibly 2 years ago, a year and a half, I don't know, but it has been an amazing journey up to this point. I mean, yeah. I'm lost for words, because, I was just... you may be thinking getting to a high point in a series, you did good. But, I'm that sort of person that starts a series, but then not really continue it. But for this one, for some reason, I have continued the trucking career. But I've just loved doing it, and that's why I've continued it. So, yeah. So today's job is taking tractors from Grimsby, which is where we left off the last episode, and we're going to be going to Cardiff, and I believe that says that we have 11 hours and 7 minutes left on the journey, even though I haven't even started it yet, so why did I even say left in the journey? That's the journey time. So again, I am going to be recording this in school time because I'm recording this on a Friday, even though this video is going to be published on a Thursday, on a Saturday. But the thing is, because I'm recording this on a Friday, is because I actually don't have any lessons or college lessons on Friday, so I don't actually have to be in. So I have a day off. So I just decided to make a trucking career video. So yeah, there's not many. There may not be many people on the server. So yeah, again, from the last episode, I have written down some questions for us to, or for me to answer, not for us to answer, because you're not really answering them. And I have. So just quickly before we start as well, I have turned my volume down on my mic, so if you can't hear me that well, apologies, but I am trying to get the perfect sound for me talking in the game sound. Last episode, it was alright, but I think that I could try this level and just seeing what happens. So anyway, first question. What's the first thing I do in the morning? Well, first thing I do is get up. That's quite self-explanatory, isn't it? But after I get up, I, go to the toilet, so then, yeah, she might be needing a wee. So I go to the toilet and then I go downstairs and have my breakfast. And then if I haven't got anything on, then I just go back up into my room. But if I don't have anything on, or if I do have something on, then I go and get ready. So go and have a shower, and then do my teeth, and then pack my bag and everything, and then we get going. So that's what I do the first thing in the morning. Right, I do need that sat-nav back on because I don't know my speed. Hopefully when I do get my gaming PC, I will be able to see my speedometer more clearer, so then I don't actually need that mini-map up. Anyway, second question. If I was asked to teach a class, what would I teach? It will have to be something technological, but I think because I didn't have the option to do media. Well, I did have the option to do media, but it was in the last two years, I believe, when I was at school. So I didn't really do it for I didn't have it instead of ICT because we only had ICT. So either ICT or creative media. If you do creative media, I'll teach that, but if you don't, then I'll be happily teaching ICT. Anyway, next question. Am I a spender or a saver? So in terms of money, I am speeding. Let me just break there. So I am a spender, but if there's something that I really have my eyes set on, I save my money. So my gaming PC, I've been saving for that, because I've seen so many things on the internet and stuff, on Amazon, in Asda and stuff, in CEX, that I really want. But I've just got my mind set on my gaming PC, and I have got the money now. And as I've said, that I'm not getting it because I don't have the space in my room or whatever. I will be getting it as soon as we find out space. So yeah. Next question. What is my dream job? This. Trucking. Oh yeah. Because you can literally just drive, which I like doing. I like driving. And then record my journeys. Like set my phone up like on the dashboard or whatever. And then have it time-lapsing or whatever. And then I'll be good to go. Obviously it'll be like on that side, on that window, so then I'm not like getting distracted by it. Turn it on car mode too, because I believe that you can do that on your phones now with the new iOS update. Yeah, I think it only works on iOS. I don't think it works on Android. So yeah, I'll have it set up like over there somewhere and get it rolling, get some footage or whatnot, and yeah. Trucking whilst doing a bit of YouTube to the side of it too. Next question. Would I rather lose a leg or an arm? Ooh, good question. I don't know really. A leg or an arm? Well, I'm pretty sure you can drive one-handed, but it will be very difficult. Not really sure about legs. I mean, like, if you're driving an automatic car, then you only really need a right leg. You don't really need your left leg when driving an automatic, but it will make it very difficult to walk with one leg. I don't know. Tough question. I think I'm going to have to go with leg. Yeah, I'll go with leg, because like you can still drive with one leg, if you, as I say, if you're driving an automatic, because you only need your right foot, because you don't have like your right foot on the accelerator. Well, you have your right foot on the accelerator, but you don't have it for accelerator. Wait, hang on, what am I saying? You have your right foot for the accelerator and brake, but you don't just use your right foot for the accelerator. Like you don't put your left foot on the brake. You only use your left foot for the clutch. And obviously you only have a clutch if you drive a manual, if that makes sense. So yeah, I prefer to drive. So I'm going to prefer to lose a leg, my left leg. But if I lose my right leg, then I'm in trouble. So next question. Let me just keep the speed down because I am going all over the place because I'm trying to read my iPad at the same time as driving, which is not good. Anyway, right. If I could eat only one food for the rest of my life, what would it be? Now, does it mean food as in like restaurant food, like a meal, like if you go to McDonald's and have a meal? If so, then I would pick McDonald's because I love McDonald's. In terms of food though, I don't know, to be honest. Food. Probably McDonald's chips. I love the McDonald's chips, even though sometimes when you get them they're freezing cold. But most of the time you actually get them warm. Well, no, actually most of the time you get them cold, but sometimes you get them like boiling hot. So yeah, if it was favourite food, I've been kicked from the game. What's happened there? The reason you've been server... Oh, ping is too high. Okay, hang on guys. Let me just sort this out, guys. I'll be right back with you guys when I've sorted it out. Okay guys, I'm back. All I had to do was just reset my internet. So now we're back on the road. So where was I talking about? I think I was talking about what I would rather like with like food and stuff. So in terms, if it was just food, then probably McDonald's chips. But if it was like a meal, then I would choose a McDonald's. And I kind of just answered my next question, which was what is my favourite food? So obviously we've established that, McDonald's. So next question. Let me just concentrate here for a minute, guys. There we go. Right. Who was the last person I called or texted? The last person I called was probably my stepdad, but the last person I texted was probably my sister, I think. Or probably my stepdad. Or probably he was texting me. of something. Probably. But anyway, that question is done. Next question, what is my favourite thing about summer? I like how... Well, first, how do I say this? First off, no one's at school, so you can do whatever you want during the summer holidays. I like going on holiday when we used to do that. Obviously, we don't do that now because we're too old for like going to holiday parks, because we really love going to holiday parks and stuff. But I think we're a little bit too old for that now, and plus it's too much stress for our parents, because like we want to do so much stuff when we go on holiday, and they like say, what do we get out of the holiday? And we can agree with that, because like they revolve around us pretty much, because like we want to go swimming, we want to do this, we want to do that, and they basically don't get anything out of it. And I can agree why they say that. So we try and keep it to like a minimum, because like we still do go on trips and stuff, on like day trips, but like not on full holidays. But so that's why we try and tie everything into like one day, like with the swimming, the club, everything like that. We try and tie it into one day. Next question. I'm actually getting through these quite a lot, and we've still got loads of time left. What is my favourite home-cooked dish? Right. So does that mean from like scratch, or if you buy something and then you cook it? It's like, say if I went to Tesco right now and got a pizza and then cooked it, would that be a homemade dish? Because you cook it at home, but like you don't make it. It just says home cooked. It doesn't mean like a homemade dish. If it's talking about home, if it's like cooking something when you bought it from the shops, I'd say probably a pizza. I love myself a pizza. But if it was probably from scratch, probably, because like we don't really make things off scratch. We usually like buy the stuff and then put it together and like combine it. So I'm gonna go with like combining stuff, because like you buy separate things but then put it into one meal. So probably either hot dogs or a because like we usually get like some chicken dippers and some waffles and some peas, garden peas. I nearly said granny peas, because garden peas are what my gran has and I love them. So yeah, I usually have about 6 chicken dippers, I believe, with 2 of the big waffles, not the American waffles, they're like potato waffles, and then I have a whole tin of beans, a whole tin of peas, I meant to say, because I love the peas. I absolutely love them. So I usually they're usually in a Chinese tub, and we just add gravy on it, and I love that. So I think I've kind of answered 2 questions in one, because I don't know what it's actually looking for. Next question. Do I read reviews about a film before deciding whether to watch it or not? No. I mainly just watch it. Mainly it's just like on the news if it's like a good film, if like they recommend it and stuff. But no, I just mainly just jump straight into the movie and then decide from there. Because some people might have a different opinion on a film. Like they might absolutely hate it, and then I read the review and think like, yeah, it might not be that good, but it might turn out that I love the film. So I just decide whether I want to I can't speak. So I just decide if I want to watch it or not, pretty much. Next question. Is it better to work at a job that you love or a job that is well paid? I don't know. I think in terms of working for a job that you love, because you love it, you will like get better at the job more rapidly than you would if you weren't in a job that you love. So like you could get promoted like quicker than other people do. I'm speeding. So like you could get promoted way quicker than you would do if you were at the other job. So then that means when you get promoted, your pay might increase. But if you work at a job that pays well, then you're already earning that when you haven't been promoted. Because if you get promoted from there, then you get paid higher, if you see what I mean. But the thing is, go into a job that doesn't pay you well, that you might not work as best as you would, if you see what I mean, and you might not get promoted as regularly. But if you do it as a job that you love, then you might have a chance of getting more money, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to go with the job that you love. Next question, what are my favourite TV shows? I don't really watch TV, I mostly like play games and stuff. But if I had to pick one, it would probably be the England international football matches, because I love watching football, I love watching our home country play. I believe we won the other night against Switzerland, which we won 1-0 from I must say, a cracking volley from Rashford, I believe. So yeah, I mostly watch that. Right, so next question. This is the last question, and we've only got like 2 hours remaining. This has been a long journey, but anyway, what is my favourite truck manufacturer? Scania. No really needed for it. Straight up out the box, my favourite manufacturer is Scania. Why would I be driving a Scania if my favourite truck design is an Iveco or Mercedes or even Volvo? Scania is my favourite truck manufacturer. And that is all the questions. We've still got 2 hours remaining. I was trying to like time it so when I said that last question, we would be like at the depot. I don't think that worked though, did it? But anyway, now we just have to think of some other topics to talk about, because I don't know. All I do is drive. Actually, let's just put my sat nav like that, so that I can see like what direction I'm driving in. Like if I'm driving north, south, east, west, southwest, whatever, we get an idea. Right, so we did refill last episode, and we're already down to 494 litres. I don't know how much this truck has a capacity of. I think it's like 500 and something. I think it's like 550 or something. I'm not too sure. But we've nearly used a quarter of our fuel already. No, sorry, a third of our fuel already. We've probably used a quarter by now, just by doing this job. And about 5 minutes of the last job that we did last episode. But yeah, I don't know how well my economy is. I think I've only put like 2 points on it. I'm trying to unlock like more interesting things in the job markets. Then we have a variety of stuff rather than just taking canned beans, canned peas, maybe, bananas, soda, whatever. I'm trying to like unlock like gases. So then we have like TNT, tractors like this, all sorts of stuff like that. I'm trying to unlock better stuff in the job market rather than just maxing out my economy and long distance and stuff. I mean, long distance. Wait, accelerator. But like, if we did do like long distance, then we would be taking longer jobs and possibly earning extra money. But yeah, we're taking short journeys with, I wouldn't say like bigger and powerful trailers, I'd say like a variety of trailers, like from tractors to diggers to all the way down to what, like tomato ketchup or something. Yeah, we take a variety of stuff for our company. I don't know what I called the company name when I created this profile when we started doing the series. I think I made the company before I came up with like my own name, my own company name, because my own company name is Fetch the Goods, which I think is quite cool. It is my VTC, my virtual trucking company. If you want to join it, you feel free. There'll be a link in the description if you want to join my VTC. So go ahead, feel free to join and drive for my company. I think all you need to do is just sign in. It's completely free. No need to like pay for like a membership or anything, even though that there is a membership pay thing. I don't really do it anyway. I haven't paid for it. What I just do is you need to download TruckBooks, that's the only thing, but it's completely free, virus free too. I mean, I've downloaded it and had no problems installing it, so I'm pretty sure that you guys won't have a problem if you download it correctly. Just look up on a video on how to download TruckBooks and you should be fine. And yeah, I think we're coming up towards a railway crossing too. Yeah, so I am just going to be cautious. I want them to go to red so then I can stop at them. Doesn't look like it, so it looks like I'm gonna have to go over. So yeah, feel free to join my VTC if you want. As I said, a link will be in the description box below. But anyway, so yeah, my company name is Fetch the Goods, but I think I don't know what I called the company for this profile. I probably would have called it Fetch the Goods. I probably didn't. I think you can change it. I'm not too sure. Maybe after this episode I'll go out into my profiles and just see if I can change it or not. If I can, then I'll change it to Fetch the Goods. If it was Fetch the Goods, then I'll obviously leave it and tell you next episode. But if it isn't Fetch the Goods, then I'll change it to Fetch the Goods. And then tell you what it was. Or if I can't change it, then leave it as it is. And then just call my company Fetch the Goods. And of course, just tell you guys what it was. Yeah. 4 options, 4 answers we've got. Anyway, I think we just need to drive just south now, and then we should be good. We should reach our destination. But we are speeding quite a bit. I can't like control the speed, like, because I don't really use control all that much. Like, I don't use it like all the time. I try and do it manually, and because like when you drive a truck, all trucks might not have cruise control. And I heard that Eddie Stobart, the company Eddie Stobart, if you drive the truck correctly and don't use cruise control as much as other drivers would, you'll get like a bonus in pay. So I'm trying to like not use cruise control as much. So I try and do it manually, but then sometimes I just forget and I leave the accelerator on. Hello mate, first person I've seen on the road I think. So yeah, I mainly like just leave my foot flat on the accelerator, so then I just like speed up and don't really realise the speed I'm doing. So yeah, maybe I might use cruise control more, because like now I could just use cruise control right now. But I'm trying not to, because I want to like train myself up to not use cruise control. So yeah, as I said at the beginning of the video, if my voice is too low, then A, I'll find out in editing, B, you guys might give me a comment down below. But the thing is, I might be recording the next like 3 episodes before this episode has even been published. But yeah, I'll find out in editing anyway. So next episode the audio will improve. If it's the right, if it's right for sound wise, then of course I'll leave it on this level. If it's not, then I'll turn it up, and then we go from there. Hopefully it's at a good volume so you've been able to hear me loud and clearly. Well, probably not loud but clearly for this episode. Because, as I say, I'm trying to get the right feel for sound and game sound and everything. Anyway, here we are at our destination in Cardiff. All we need to really do is just park the trailer, that's it. I haven't done a disaster like that last episode where I've been doing like half the journey on the wrong side of the road like that. I have been good and kept on the right side of my road. Go. Let's take it round. Just like that. Oh, that's clipping the curb. It went onto the curb, but I don't think it hit anything like a boulevard. I think we're good. Right. Another truck's over there. I can guarantee that. I can see the headlights. Yeah, over there. Hello, mate. Can you hear my horn? Probably not. Anyway, here we are. At the depot in Cardiff, or one of the many depots in Cardiff. I think there's only like 2, maybe 3 depots in Cardiff. I think there's like 2 inside the actual... hello. I think there's like 2 inside the actual... inside the actual town of Cardiff, or city of Cardiff, whatever. And then I think there's like 1 outside too. So now I'm just going to shut up and concentrate parking. Because A, the voice... you probably won't be able to hear me, and B, I need to concentrate. So let me just park this trailer. That went well. Right, let's turn off the engine. I should have put my hazards on as I was reversing. I think some truck drivers do that. But anyway, that's our job done. So now we just need to see our statistics, if you like. So excellent rating. We drove 238 miles. It took 3 hours and 9 minutes in game. We consumed 161.4 litres of fuel. So we earn 7.9 grand for the base reward with 384 experience. That word, I can't say that word right. Proficiency bonus. I'm still not going to say it. As well, basically, it's just telling us what level we drove at, basically, which was a level 17, which gave us an additional 1.8 grand, so nearly 2 grand for that job. For that for that bonus. Long distance delivery bonus because it was a long distance job. Skill rank 3, which gives us £700 with an additional 96 experience. And bonus for parking the trailer is an additional 40 experience. And we basically earn like a full level 17 added on, basically, if you see what I mean. So like how that was just copied and pasted there is how we earn, is how much money we earn and experience we earn for like this job. But anyway, that is the job. So I forgot actually to see what we got like in total. I think we earned like 10 grand from it, which now puts us on 63 grand overall. So that is going to be it for this episode, guys. If you did like this video, then obviously leave a like, and thank you very much. I don't know why I'm doing a pause here. Subscribe if you want to see more videos on my channel, and if you like my content. So subscribe down below. Click the notification bell if you guys want to get notified every time I put out a new video. So then you guys can go over and like the video first. You can comment on the videos first, like if you want to put the first thing. Like if you want to comment first, not put the first thing. I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah, you can do the comment thing. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope to see you guys in another video. Of course, if you did like this, I've already said that. What am I saying? Just thank you guys for watching this video. I hope to see you guys in another video. But until the next video, guys, take care and peace.